fall. It was cool here today, so I got out my fall sweater for my new fall sweater. I hope everybody's doing well. My name is Darlene, and I'll be doing some readings tonight. Let me pull myself up 1 second over here on my other device so I can see the chat better. And we'll get started. I'm going to do a week ahead check-in for you. Okay, and it's going to make me do that thing it does. It's going to make me just 1 second. Go out, come back, open it up again, the whole rigmarole. Okay, here we go. I'm getting there, y'all. Thank you for being patient. There we go. All right, now I can see the chat. Hey, Adia. Hey, Joseph. Good evening. How are y'all tonight? What have y'all done this weekend? Fun, enjoyable, or just plain resting, napping, or whatever? Didn't have to be doing. You could just be being. How is everybody? Thank you, Adia. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you saying that, reminded me. Yes, ma'am, I do need to do that. I was not going to be here tonight, by the way. That's why I didn't announce it ahead of time. You know, it's kind of become a routine for me to be here on Sunday night, but my grandson, my youngest grandchild, he plays drums. He's 14 and he plays drums. And they do I guess twice a year, a presentation where they go to a venue and they let them play and feature them, I should say. And so they were doing that tonight at a brewery here in town. And so I was going to go to that, obviously, and support my grandson. But there was a change of plan at the last minute. So here I am. But that's why I didn't announce it earlier. All right, come on. Where is it? You walked out of the movies. It must have been a bad movie. What in the world? Live music would have been nice. I know, especially when it's your grandson up there playing. So what was this movie that you walked out on? And you walked out of the movies and went bowling. Okay, it's doing that weird thing. Oh, for heaven's sakes. It's doing that weird thing. Black Phone 2. I ain't even heard of that. Well, what happened, they didn't cancel the event, but it's a brewery, as I said, but this indoor space is small. They have a big outdoor space with a stage and all that, but it was going to be raining and cooler tonight. So all those people were going to be crammed into this little area. And my son, my grandson's dad, texted me, said, I don't think you really want to come to this. He says, I don't even want to go to this because all those people are going to be crammed elbow to elbow in this little. I said, you're right. I don't want. No, I do not. Oh, gosh, it's not letting me highlight my comment. I'm trying. Let me try this. Let me try pasting it again. Oh, you did. You missed your chance to see him. Was that intentional? Finally. There we go. Hey, Giselle. Good evening. Good evening, y'all. Okay, let me see. Let me start with kind of a week ahead check-in. What deck do I want to use for that? I actually haven't read tarot in 2 days. I feel strange. What's wrong? And yes, somebody complimented me on the fact that my glasses match my shirt. I don't know if you can see that. They're actually kind of towards. Oh, Princess, you are a new sub. Well, thank you so much. Awesome. I appreciate that. Yes, then you would be my free reading for tonight. So let me write you down. Now I'm going to do a general week ahead check-in, Princess, before I get to you. So don't type your question yet. I will call on you and just ask you to type your question when I'm ready. And I'm just going to call you Princess. It's just shorter. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know? No, you wouldn't. You don't know me from Adam's cat. Oh, you'd have to work hard if you were with me. I'm just saying. But thank you for the compliment. Giselle just came back from Peru. Woo! Oh my gosh. Were you over there with Wolfman? You know, he's in Peru right now. Just saying. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's a tarot reader. Wolfman. If you know, you know. Peter, I'm doing one free reading, which is already spoken for tonight. If you'd like a reading, I'm happy to do that for you. The information is pinned at the top of the chat, but the rest of the readings are paid readings. They are $20 super chat or $15 with PayPal. So Adia, you're going, where did you say you're going to? One of the worlds. Where'd you say you were going? Oh, Joseph, thank you. I know, you will see several. You'll think I'm wearing the same one, but I actually have 3 that are kind of the same color and print. And then one that's I just have lots of animal prints. I love them. And by the way, for the record, I was into animal prints years ago before they came fashionable or the most popular thing. So whatever. Universal Studios, that's where you're going. That sounds like fun. Yeah, it's just a lightweight, it's just a warm, comfy. One of those things that you wear with jeans or dress up, whatever. Okay, enough about my fashions. Let's see, how do we want to... What's happening for my collective in love this week? What's happening with my collective in love this week? Potentially. We only do potentials here. We don't predict the future. I know y'all know that. New love, please. Amen, amen. Well, you keep manifesting. Let's get us an Ace of Cups out here. That's what that would mean. We need an Ace of Cups in the upright, please and thank you. Only this deck doesn't seem to be wanting to talk. All right, we'll turn it over. I'm so proud of you, Adia. You still have him blocked. I am proud of you. You know, because when I have a day off and I don't have to do anything, I'm watching tarot readings too. Because I don't feel a tarot reader can read for themselves. I'd rather hear what other readers have to say, just sort of generally what's happening for Scorpios. And I swear 90% of them are saying, he's coming back, he's coming back. So, I'm looking out my window and locking my doors and... Oh. Giselle says, I'm still single without prospects. Well, I know you're a whole lot younger than I am, but you know what? Yeah, locking my door, that's right. You think I'm kidding, Joseph. I'm not. We need a time out from love every now and then. I know it's different when you're younger, But you do. It's good for you to take a time out. Helps you have time to regenerate and get your mind right, to be honest. Hey, Deborah, good evening. Heck no, he is. I know. I just read your comment right before I came on here. I'm with you, Deborah. I'm just trying to make heads or tails out of what this is right here. Well, that's all any of us are doing, Giselle. We're all just doing our best. Yeah, and honestly, that's what this is saying. Oh, that's perfect that the reading is talking about that. So for most of you, collective, now some of you maybe having some money challenges. This is not about money. This is a love reading, but nevertheless, I have to mention when your energy is off, if you are hyper focused on your person and you're in a bad space emotionally, that's going to affect your money. If y'all didn't know that, it's energy and it affects your frequency. Remember, everything's about frequency. So that could be the case. Or it could be that somebody who is codependent and not single, maybe they're coming. I'm getting several different stories on this card. Is why I'm trying to get the most likely one here. This could be somebody who's coming out. I'm just going to say it. I was trying not to, but I'm going to say it. Somebody who's coming out of another relationship or coming out of a situation that was not balanced, where there was disharmony. And it's somebody that I don't think you want anything to do with. So that's why I laugh when I said that for a lot of y'all anyway, including moi. Yeah. Or this could be saying someone who didn't want to reconcile with you. I don't really have a past person, but this card uses it. You can't reconcile with somebody you haven't been with, right? So duh. This is, I mean, I think this is somebody you know and you've had a number of battles with them. Now, the reason I'm not too worried about this, despite the other readers, is because this is somebody you've walked away from. Someone that you thought was going to make you happy and then stabbed you through the heart. Somebody who played mind games with you. And then there was a tower, blah, 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 blah. We know this story. We know the story. Now, I said what's happening for us in love this week. So this, you know what I'm getting though, is this could just be because Mercury's we're already in pre-Mercury. We're just tipping into the Mercury retrograde energy. It's not here yet. It's not for another week and a half, I think. But it's giving me the feeling of this might not be a physical person coming to your door or calling you. It might just be bringing you back into memories. That's what this feels like to me. That's why I was trying to, it just had a weird feel to me. It doesn't feel like somebody, showing up at your door as much as it feels like, and for some of you, this is you. Asking yourself, what should I have done differently? In other words, I wasn't awakened in that circumstance. It's like self-examination. And that's not a meaning I typically get from that, but it's like, I don't ever want to find myself here again. I need to think about what I need to do differently next time so that I don't have to be here in this disharmony. Aha, and now the truth comes out. Joseph is haunting somebody that he ghosted. Oh, goodness. I know y'all tickle me, but oh, goodness. What else? What else? It don't really have action cards like, a knight or something. That's why I feel like this might just be you, Mercury starting to make you think about things of the past and bringing those old feelings up. Yeah, because it's hard to let go. It's hard. Not impossible, but it's hard. And some of you, again, I said love, but there's 3 out of 5 cards are about pentacles here. Money, holding on to your money, saving money. Maybe you're saying, might not reconciling with that person saving me money for somebody out there. Don't you like that idea? I mean, quiet. I tell you, my space is sacred. It is my sanctuary. I know. Hey, Matthew, good to see you too. Thank you, Adia. What else? Okay. I don't think you're going to be celebrating this week, but again, you might be thinking back, especially if there was somebody who you might be overindulging. You or this person, your person that you're thinking about might be overindulging. Somebody that overindulges. And I think for some of you, you feel a bit in the dark about this, or in the dark with this person, or just very simply there was the unhappiness there and things that you couldn't see. And I believe you're looking toward new horizons. Like y'all said, I want somebody new. You're looking toward new horizons. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I'm looking out to new horizons. What makes me happy? I'm making new plans. I'm making new plans. Yeah, that's the card. That's a card of waiting, but it's also about timing, in divine timing. Because I'm going to give my heart when and where I choose. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Oh Lord, I can't even. Oh, I got to show y'all this. Because for my collective, I mean, this is not a specific reading, obviously it's collective, but I think this is you, my collective. You're holding this cup, but the key word is right now you're holding it. It's just sitting there in your lap. You're looking at it very pensively, like, this is my cup. I'm going to be very judicious about where I give it and to whom. And I'm not giving it to this jerk. The King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups and King of Cups, and he's in reverse. That's my point. Followed by, because this was nothing but a pain in my backside. And I'm suffering no more remorse and regret over this. I don't care how bad they want to come in out of the cold. I don't care if it is my twin flame or my soulmate. I can just hear y'all. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at your person. I'm not laughing. Other than I do enough of these readings to know, and y'all comment and give me feedback to know that this is, I'm speaking from you guys. You're saying it is over, finito. I'm not sitting at this crossroads anymore. No, thank you. There will be no new beginning. So, okay. And I didn't technically have the cards that really somebody's coming back. It just feels like it's almost like you're assessing, you're going over these old emotions, you're assessing kind of how you felt, how you feel, where you ended up with all that. And you're just saying, I got to look at my long term. I can't sit here in this nonsense with somebody that's doing whatever they're doing for you individually. Didn't work, and I need to look at my happiness. Okay. Yeah, because it's not there, because this person, you broke up with this person and then you went silent, could have ghosted you. You know, I mean, I'm just going to keep going. The deck's talking. There were secrets, things that were hidden. It was toxic, for sure, for sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Overthinking, healing, and then that's crazy. Okay. So for a lot of you, I think this, again, it just feels like it's more reminiscing than really somebody showing up at your door. It's like helping you. I'm surprised the Ace of Swords isn't here. Helping you to have clarity about all of this. You know, we don't want to stay and ruminate over things forever, but at the same time, sometimes it's not bad to revisit and think about, now, if this happens again, what would I do differently? Yeah. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Just a little quick check-in, but I think it's more about, as I said, you're thinking about than this person actually coming in, because I don't really have those action cards. Gary is here. Hey, Gary. How are you doing this evening? Lovely to have all you regulars here. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't say that enough. Seriously, thank y'all for being here, for your support. I mean, it doesn't matter if y'all never buy a reading, just being here and talking and having good conversation, supporting each other in the chat is beautiful. And I thank you. And I love that about my community. Okay, now, Princess, would you type your question in, please? One question. Type it in the chat, and I will do your reading after I have a sip of tea. We are missing Crow and Anna tonight. We're missing Michelle. Her parents were visiting and helping her do some stuff today, so I didn't really expect her to be here. I did a few weeks ago. Yes, I did. And you want to know the rest of that story, Joseph? You didn't ask. I know Jacob is missing. He's been missing, and I mean, he wrote me a message. He's going through some stuff, and he's trying to get his head straight, and I'm just, you know, giving him space, of course, to do that. It's okay, Joseph. Most guys are. You can't tell because I wear it back all the time, joking aside. My hair was falling out. And one of the reasons I cut it, and one of the reasons I've just, I mean, I haven't talked about it because it's one thing. I don't know. I don't know how guys feel, but women, we don't lose our hair. It's not feminine for that to be happening. And frankly, Princess, I do see your comment. Thank you. So it's been a bit difficult these last few weeks because I've been to 4 different doctors. Well, three and a half, written to one. And this is just personal, guys. You can, you know, click off, whatever. But I've been to my GP, to a dermatologist, to, well, he's a plastic surgeon, but he does skin-related things, like scalp things. And basically the gamut is, it could be COVID, because I did have COVID back when, in the spring. It could be stress. Although I haven't had any major life event that you would think. Could be thyroid, and that's the most likely that most of them kind of agree on. But all that to be said, there's not a whole lot that can be done, although they put me on medication and whatever. So I decided that maybe the smart thing for me to do, however, was to alleviate a little bit of stress. So that's one of the main reasons I have not been here as much. Just telling my special peeps that, not sharing that with the world, but I really I don't know, I felt like sharing it tonight. So there's a lot of women, I know there's not a lot of women. I know, it's, they give you this, the common pill that they give everybody for it. It's called minoxidil. It's the ingredient that's in like Rogaine and that kind of thing. But she told me when she gave it to me, only a third of the people even respond to it. Okay, that's not comforting. Anyway, all of that is to say, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad I still have some, Joseph. But if it keeps sending, I'm going to cut it shorter. I'm going to cut it off and probably wear a wig or something. Who knows? I don't know. Y'all might come in here as a blonde one day. I used to be. Who knows? All right. Thank y'all for letting me share. I'm going to do my reading now for Princess. What are A's current thoughts and feelings toward me? So we're asking for Princess. That is, is that the right deck? Nope. Okay. What are A's feelings and thoughts toward Princess? Well, somebody didn't want to talk. They want to collaborate with you, but they might be resistant to change. Now, I do have the Lovers here, but this doesn't, I'd rather, in a love reading, I'd rather have the Two of Cups here than the Lovers, because the Lovers is about a choice. It is about a choice in love. But I don't know what that choice is about yet. But I do have, oh, I forgot. Let me show you. Collaboration, Three of Pentacles, the Death card in reverse speaks to me about somebody who doesn't want something to end, or I feel like in this case, I don't want to change. Or maybe he thinks you don't want to change. I say he, I don't know that it's a he, but kind of feels like it. Uh-oh, now, wait a minute. Well, this would tell, you remember I just mentioned about the Two of Cups? Well, it's here and it's in reverse. This is a breakup for me. So does this mean you guys have broken up? Because if that's the case, your person is going towards some other kind of happiness. There could have been a lack of truth here. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. Definitely because of Seven of Swords here. Now, it is in reverse. It is in reverse, which means somebody might want to make amends for this deception, but it does represent deception. There could have been something very toxic here, which caused a lot of fighting. Oh, wait, Deborah, hang on a minute. Let me catch up here. Oh, that's very interesting, Deborah. Well, I have changed. I got some specifically for this ixue. So I'm using that now, but that is interesting. I don't know what that means, a D of 4A texture. I'm not sure I know what that means. because your hair will break off. Yeah, well, mine's always been very, very fine, but I had a lot of it, and now it's different. You can add rosemary essential oil to your shampoo or on your scalp. I didn't know that, Deborah. That's awesome. Thank you for the tip. So, Princess, I asked how he feels about you. So this looks like, and please weigh in here in the comments, he's saying it looks like you've made a choice to break up, to go seek your own happiness, and you're moving on to calmer waters. Now, this is a 10 of Cups. Unlike the 9 of Cups, this talks about family happiness, not just personal happiness. Happiness in all areas of your life. I mean, so this could even be saying you want to seek your happiness, meaning a job on another continent. I don't know. Oh, now that's beautiful. But he sees you as an empress. That's beautiful. And that does represent nurturing, somebody who's nurturing, creative. I got to take my bracelet off, y'all. Hang on a minute. It keeps clinking and making noise on the table. This empress is pregnant in the picture. So I don't know how you are feeling on that scale. Hey, Crow. We were just talking about you. Your ears burning? Oh, Joseph, you just said that. Sorry, I missed it. Okay, so somebody here, I don't know what. Again, the question I asked is, how does he feel about you? I think he may feel like you're letting go of what? This soulmate. Now, this card represents possibly a marriage or a long-time relationship, but it can talk about, this is commonly known as the twin flame soulmate card. No, you should not be afraid. I was simply, yeah, look, this person is saying, I don't want to fight anymore. Our cup of love is spilled. This is, again, indication that y'all aren't together. And he thinks that I think he thinks I think this is him saying this about you, but reverse it if it applies. Don't feel like this is a long time relationship, something that you can invest in for the long term or put your time and energy. And then I think there was a tower moment, which is probably this breakup back here. And now he's feeling very out in the cold. He's saying, but I'm learning a lesson from all of this. Crow, we were just saying, because the gang is all here. I said that you were missing, you and Anna were missing, and Michelle. We were just talking about who wasn't here, and that's all. That our family, our little community here. Oh, cool, Crow. Yes, yes. I would love that. An update. Okay. Okay. Oh, now, interestingly enough, but he sees you as this. However, I do have an empress and a queen here now. I don't have other cards that implies a third party. Some readers read this one as a third party. I don't typically. And I don't always read the Empress as a person. For me, kings and queens are people in my readings, Princess. But she's in the upright. So I perceive how I'm going to read this is this person feels that you are this Queen of Cups. She's very loving. She's very nurturing. She's intuitive. She's giving. She's very in touch with her emotions. And maybe this person's thinking about reconciliation because I do have it in the upright. Or maybe he thinks you want reconciliation because somebody is really in analysis paralysis over this situation right now. And now I have the King of Cups in the upright. So now I have the Queen and King in the upright. Now they came out like, let me turn it this way, in this order. So like she has his back to him. And I think that's significant because that's what's in between. If you could see these cards, let me see if I can hold them without dropping them here. This is how they came out. The Queen's over here, the Judgment card or reconciliation, but I'm overthinking this. I just analysis paralysis, and then here's the King, which I perceive as your person. Now, it is possible I've got these roles reversed, but you'll know. Yes, it is, Princess. Is this making any sense? Because sometimes tarot gives me a long backstory before it answers my question. So that's why I need you to give me feedback. And if this is the backstory, then I'll keep going. Okay, you're in the talking stage currently. So this is someone new. If that's the case, then this is probably their backstory. Or this is your backstory with somebody else. But the good news is down here, I've got that this person wants to collaborate with you. And they do see you as an equal. Yeah, this would be them seeing you as somebody, if that's the case, this would be them seeing you as somebody who's probably coming out of a breakup, going toward your happiness. Yeah. And then the rest of this could apply as he sees you as a very nurturing person. He sees that you could, somebody you are someone he could expand with. You might be good at saving money. Somebody, he does see you as somebody that, you know, that she, I think it's a he, could be in a long-term relationship with. Again, I've already talked about the Queen of Cups. Now, judgment doesn't have to mean reconciliation. It can mean karma too. So maybe if you are just now meeting this person, it could be good karma. And now it's got this person all up in his head. Yes. Well, you haven't confirmed for me. I've asked you twice, and I need you to answer. Are you just getting or recently getting out of a breakup? That kind of is what I need to know. Ooh, that tea's good. Okay, that's what I needed. Thank you. Because again, it matters how I read the cards, and that tells me that this was the backstory, because that's what this is. You made a choice. Somebody didn't, this is your backstory. Somebody didn't want to change, whoever you were with, and you made a choice to break up with them to go toward your head. Just what I said, but that's what he's seeing. He's seeing that in you. Now we get down to the bottom, which is more the question I asked. So thank you for clarifying that for me, Princess. I appreciate it. you may be struggling with money because of your previous relationship a little bit, or maybe it's just you don't feel stable yet. That's not what you asked me. But he sees you as a counterpart, King and Queen of Cups. That's beautiful. But it's got him up in his head. This is like I said, analysis paralysis. I can't stop thinking about you. That's a good thing. All right, y'all keep it PG-13 over here. Chat. What else for Princess about how this person she's thinking about? Oh, look at that. Love that. Well, there it is. That's the answer to your question. He has feelings for you, yes. This is the Knight of Cups. This is somebody he's coming in to tell you they have feelings for you. It means that, it can be an early crush, but nevertheless, it means I have feelings for you. And I would venture to say almost obsessively, because that's the energy I was getting from this card, which is overthinking. Next to, because it didn't really make a lot of sense that it was the way that these cards fell. And I felt like this is somebody who's obsessively thinking. That's what this means. Now, the reason that's showing up is, yeah, it's almost, that's a good thing, I think. Yep. And now he's probably, probably is, he or she wants to communicate. Now, this can also talk about spying. By spying, I mean maybe he's checking your social media, looking at text messages, maybe looking at pictures if he has those of you. Yes, now I don't have the Hierophant. That would be my real strong card of commitment. But this is a very close card to that. The Four of Wands, it can say that he feels you're his soulmate. And yes, that can also represent someone who's willing to be in a long-term commitment. Yeah, this is good. I'll just get a couple more cards for you, but yeah. Now, I don't understand this. What is this? Is your ex still in the picture at all, Princess? Okay. Well, I'm glad you said that, because this doesn't fit with the rest of this up here. And that's why because these cards are exactly that. The Chariot in reverse, but nothing is moving, and then no communication. So what's that about? Uh-oh, this may be a whole other reading down here. Now, the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, what in the Sam Hill? Why? Hang on. I have to make a little room here. It was going really well. I should have stopped, right? But yeah, then nothing. King of Wands in reverse is somebody who's self-absorbed, shallow. It's all about him. It's my way, the highway. Maybe this person is, this is, okay, I get it. Thank you, Spirit. I get it. And remember I said the Nine of Cups, the difference between the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is personal happiness. And it's in reverse. followed by the Page of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who's emotionally unavailable to me or not willing to give their love, whatever. So these three cards are telling, I think your person is scared. Let me just put it like that. King of Wands in reverse is, oh no, I'm not, and I just want to have fun. He just wants to have fun. He's like the player kind of guy in reverse. I just want to have fun. I don't want to get deep into feelings. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I don't want to go there. I want to keep my options open. Now, either, again, this is because he's feeling upset, having obsessive thoughts about you, or there could, one or two things. Either there could be a toxic pattern that he has with, in other words, he doesn't let anybody get close to them, so he creates some kind of a drama or conflict, or there's conflict in his life somewhere that's causing this hangman, which is everything's at a stop, basically. Or unless he's walking away from the, yeah, well, has he just recently broken up with somebody? Do you know? Well, the reason I ask, because that could be what it is, and honestly, I have a strong sense it might be, but it also might be the reason he wants to keep his options over is because he's still being held back by something or someone else. The Devil card can be anything that holds you back from being the best version of yourself, but it also can mean, that can mean a relationship, a situation. It could be obsessions, drugs, alcohol, addictions. It can be anything. And I'm wondering if what he's saying is, I'm held back because I still have this conflict going on. So everything, I'm stuck right now. I can't go forward because and these two cards, this is somebody wanting to come back from the past. Who? A Queen of Swords in reverse. She's not happy. She's angry. She's bitter. She's cutting with her words at best. So, this looks like somebody from his, I say he, I assume, from their past. And she may be coming back about money or because this talks about instability, a lack of stability, things being that, or whether that's money or home or whatever, because something, this is a failure of sorts and an ending. So they may be dealing with somebody else, and that's why they have put the brakes on with you. That's what this feels like. And that may be why they are being emotionally unavailable. That might not be that's who they would be if they weren't dealing with somebody else. Well, now that's a whole other question. That's 3 questions. Everybody does that, though, Princess. Well, I just want to know how he's feeling about me. Well, what is he going to do? What are his intentions? There are 1,200 questions. I know. What are his intentions? I just want to know. I don't know. Don't we all? What are his intentions going forward? Wow, that card came back out. The King of Pentacles. This doesn't look good. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry to give you this because it looks so good up here. It looks so good up there. What did they say in here? Why? your person might not be fully single yet. I don't know what else to make of this, honestly. When I ask what his intentions are, it does not match with what's up here. So it seems like something has shifted big time, like you say, and suddenly he's not talking. So he's dealing with something outside of your relationship, I feel like. I wanted to know if he just wants to get intimate only, or was this genuine? Yeah. Well, this is what came out when I asked what his intentions are. The Six of Wands in reverse. This is basically something that is a failure. King of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who's unstable, or his money's unstable or not good, or, all of that. And worst of all, the Emperor in reverse. This is somebody who wants to control to a fault, not in a good way, but he wants to control everything around him and inflict his willpower on other people. Now, interesting you said that, because I was wondering that myself, because I have this Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which talks about passion. It is a passionate new beginning. And so I was kind of thinking maybe this was his person he's dealing with over here. Maybe somebody's coming back toward him, because it's something that he was not willing to defend his ground on. And here's the Hierophant card. This is a long-term relationship. So I got, and here's that Ten of Pentacles again, which can talk about that. So I get the feeling that he's dealing with somebody trying to learn some lesson here, maybe about being single. So I just feel like maybe he's not really that single again. And so this is why he can't move forward. And now he's having regret about it. Regret about what? Maybe regret about not being truthful with you. Ta-da, here we go with these cards there. Now they're repeating. So I think that this person did not come to you with the full story. Now, it could have been they thought they were single, and then their ex came back and said, what are you doing? I mean, I don't, yeah, I know, Princess, because that sadly, that is a concern, isn't it? That's a legitimate concern. Now, I would say unequivocally, if there were certain cards that had fallen out here, then I would say yes, but they didn't. But those cards that came out at the end, I didn't. There's more to the story. There's more to the story because of these cards. And either one of these people, these men, they're men on the cards. There's no gender in tarot. I wouldn't give the time of day, because they're both potentially manipulative, unstable, all the things. And so you may have dodged a bullet here, is the bottom line to all of this. You may have dodged a bullet. So let me put these back in a second, because I don't have anybody else waiting on a reading, do I, guys? To my minds that I know of. So you might get lucky here, Princess. You might. If nobody's waiting, I can go a little deeper. Let me put all these back. I don't want to ask. Now, I'm asking this internally, so hold on a minute. He might not be single. And I get the feeling, okay, well, I don't know. It might not necessarily be like a legal marriage, but maybe it's some long-term thing. Again, it keeps coming up. Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody who's basically not emotionally available. Uh-oh. And then we have the juggling card. I'm dropping the ball because I'm trying to juggle too. There it is. Three of Cups. So it very well may be that this person is dealing with, he's trying to end something on the other side, Or maybe that person's trying to end something. Oh, Joseph, I love you to pieces. You are such a generous person. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, yeah, I got you. Thank you, Joseph. So this very much feels like maybe this is betrayal, and and that cup of love being spilled. Again, I think maybe he's just still embroiled and trying to end something on his side, but it's not. So that's why he's probably not emotionally available. Yeah. That's what this looks like to me, Princess. Yeah, and there's a lot of betrayal there. I know. Now, bear in mind, let's. I can't not say this. A third party in a tarot reading doesn't, and I'm surprised more readers don't say it. It does not necessarily mean a romantic interest. This could be a friend. It could be their mother. It could be a meddling family member, their sister. But it can be an ex. It could be that too. But third parties can be anything. It can be a job where somebody is a workaholic. It could be a health issue. So even a dog, and I'm not kidding, even a dog, because some people treat their dogs like people, and that's not always. Yeah, see, it's somebody from their past has come back and created a tower moment for them that they're dealing with, and that's why they're not communicating with you. Yeah, something they had given up on, basically. And now some things are coming to light. Yeah, this just means you're still stuck, not going anywhere. So, or can be procrastination too sometimes. And the Hangman in reverse is not willing to surrender to getting a new perspective about something. I don't know. I just feel like that's the essence of what, I'm not saying that's him so much as could be. I feel like that's the essence of what he's dealing with. Somebody from his past. It's causing a tower moment for him. And that's why he's not communicating. That's what it feels like. Okay. Well, there you have it. I hope that helps, Princess. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but if he's dealing with that, you don't want to be in the middle of that anyway, right? So wait till he gets single. That's what I say. Well, now that's 5 questions. This is a free reading, girl. You're getting more than your money's worth tonight. I'm going to shuffle 3 times and get a simple yes or no. Is this going anywhere in the future? And I don't predict the future here. This is simply one potential. You get busy manifesting, you can change the outcome. 2. I'll take that as an extra. Which one? That one? I can't pick them up. I'm going to say no because we can't get rid of this card. The Page of Cups in reverse. Again, somebody who's not emotionally available because he's juggling. Same cards. You saw me shuffle all that time and these same cards came out because he's juggling. What is he juggling? Probably some other person. So that's why he can't give to you. It's just repeating. Now I want to see what this extra card was that popped out. Oh, Lord. I can't make this up. 3 of Swords. This is the heartbreak card. I think you dodged a bullet, Princess. Now the cards did cut here. Yeah, go after your own happiness. I say no. Get on with your good self. Ooh. That's what I have, Princess. That's what I have. Oh, goodness. You are very welcome. Sorry that couldn't be more positive, sweetheart, but, you know, it is what it is. And I don't sugarcoat here. I do not. All right. Hang on, you guys. 1 second. Okay. Now, let me get my glasses. Go back. I think I could read that print. I think I know what you said, Joseph, but free reading for who you think. Oh, yes. Yeah. But one question, not four. I got you. Thank you. All right. So our generous benefactor is donating a reading. So one person gets a reading tonight. Whoever can get their comment get their question in the comment first. Oh, that tea's good. I am feeling good, Crow. Thank you for asking. I'm just doing wonderful. I am. I'm pacing myself better these days, getting me back. Yes, thank you, Crow, for asking. Now, you had a question, didn't you? Or a comment. You were going to let me know about your mama, weren't you? Oh, let me put these back on. Why am I'm sitting there squinting. My reading on you came true. Well, which one, though? I mean, what'd I say? What'd I say? So after where are my moderators? Help me here. After I said the free reading, who was the first question that came through there? One second. E. Pearl, very possibly yes. So G1, I can't read that. Yes, I already did the free reading tonight, but someone else donated a reading. So that's what that conversation meant. Family came through and tried to play me, and then oh, that reading, yes. Oh my God, and then I was wanting money. I mean, a lot of it. Oh my God. Oh wow, Crow. Thank you so much for affirming. I mean, you know, feedback, affirming. And I'm sorry you had to deal with that, because I remember that reading now. I could feel that energy. Oh my gosh. Bless your heart. And if I remember correctly, the advice was to say no, right? I think that's right. And laid a huge guilt trip and more, even with Anna working 3 jobs. Oh, Lord have mercy. Nuh-uh. Wow. Well, the cards don't lie. Don't you know? I just love that about tarot. Wow. Well, you are most very welcome, both of you. Thank you for the feedback, Crow. Really, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a hard one to deal with, especially when they use their relationship with you in that way. You got a big phone, Lordy. I bet you did. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm so glad I could help. I'm really, really glad that came through for you. My team came through for you. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me see. Joy. Joy. 1 second. can read some things in it, but the print gets so teeny down there. So Joy, you have purchased a reading, and if you will, go ahead and post your question, sweetheart. Although I'm a little, I have to go back up here. So I wish I would make this easy for me. AADILNADAF 3809. Yes, you can ask a question because that would be the one that Joseph just paid for. But I have to, you got to come up with something better for me to call you than that, because so let me do, you've got to give me a name to call you other than that handle, because I can't pronounce that. And Joy, I'm writing you down. I was going to do that free one first. I'm going to do that one and then you, Joy. If he or she, I think it's a she. AD. Okay, that works. Thank you. So AD and then Joy. Okay. Now, AD, let me go back up here and these are one question readings, guys. Okay, AD wants to know, can you tell me if anyone has done black magic on my family? This is going to be, I have to tell you, give you some information. Okay. It's not a simple yes or no. And yet it is. When you're talking about spells and curses, it's a scale. If you get angry with somebody and you say something, I hope you crash and burn, that's a kind of a curse. A spell is something that's typically done more with, and it does have energy and it can have impact. It can come true even. A spell is something where someone would do a bit more of a ritual, like burn candles and in whatever, and all the incantations and all that. That would be more of a spell. Now, depending on the person's power and or authority, it might, again, that's a scale too, depending on how much it might affect you. So if I got my pendulum out and I asked everyone in this chat had a curse put on them, I'd probably get a yes, just because people say things, they don't know what they're saying. You have to be careful what comes out of your mouth. You don't realize your words have so much power. But I will ask specifically if there has been black magic put on you say your family or? Yes, your family. I'm going to say yes, but they regretted it and may have tried to take it back or erase it or whatever you do. Because for whatever the reason they did it, things changed. It may have even backfired on this person. I'm hearing there were 3 people involved in this. I don't know if you care about seeing the cards. 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, Hermit, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I'm hearing there could have been 3 people involved in this. Ooh, interesting, Joseph. Yes, that, sadly, yes. So, AD, is that a situation that resonates? But the 7 of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who wants to make amends typically. But yeah, there was deception. They did something sneaky they shouldn't have done. But in the reverse, it means, well, I'm sorry I did that now. And it's almost like what I'm feeling. It's like maybe they did it in the heat of the moment, and then, 3 weeks later, they moved on to something else. They had moved on to something else. And this might have had to do with, I'm hearing outcast. Somebody maybe was an outcast. And it could have had to do with money or work. This can also tell me the person that did it or the people that did it, they weren't that good at it in the first place. But, not saying it couldn't have affected you. That's what I've got for that question, AD. All right. Hey, Draconis from Panama City. Had a few good days and weekends there. All right, Miss Joy, would you go ahead and post your question for me? Thank you, everybody, again, for being here tonight and for the super chats. I appreciate y'all so much. No, I cannot tell you names. Feels like 2 men and a woman. Yeah, feels like 2 men and a woman. These are low energy, negative people. I don't really feel like they're very powerful, to be honest. Thank you, Joy. Okay, we're going to do a reading for Joy. What do you see for me and Daniel? That was my brother's name. Love that. Okay, what deck for Joy, please? Hold on, y'all. Wait just a minute. AD, are you still here in the chat? Excuse me, Joy. I have some incoming, and I can't read it unless I address this. AD, are you still here in the chat? I'm correct. Okay. I have another message for you. 2 men and a woman. You've got an ancestor that's coming through. It's an older man. I don't know, a grandfather type. Could be a father type, though. He's not that old. And he's saying he's protecting whoever this spell was put on. He's there protecting, acting as a protector. He's someone that would have known everybody. This feels like, is it your father? Has your father passed? Joy, I'm sorry, but when I get something like this, I can't, they won't let me shuffle cards until I address this. So thank you for being patient. I will get to your reading, I promise. AD, can you answer that for me, please? He's showing me somebody getting engaged or married by a waterfall. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate your patience. Your father was paralyzed last year and he is sick now. No, this is somebody that's crossed over. Maybe it's a grandfather. Does the scene about you, somebody getting married or engaged by a waterfall, is that, I mean, I could be reading for somebody else here in the chat. That happens. Somebody barges in from the other side. So is that anybody in your family that you know? Rigsby, yes, they do, but not to the extent that they're not allowed to mess with your free will. They can put people in your path. They can help you see things. They can help guide you, but they're not allowed to interfere. Could be Crow. Okay. Could be. All right. So Denise. So a sister of mine passed away 2 years. No, this is a man. So it might not be for you, AD. It might be for somebody else here. He's showing me somebody. So Crow, you're saying it might be you or Denise, this person. I've got to find who this belongs to, and I'll come back. Joy, I promise. Don't go. Don't leave me. So both of you are saying this person would be somebody you know, and there has been, you relate to the waterfall comment. Apparently he was there, although I don't know if they knew he was there, or maybe one of the, like, the woman didn't know that he was there, but he was like, he was a part of it somehow. Yes, Crow, that's you. Does that relate? Like, he might have been behind the scenes. Maybe he helped, I don't know, in some way set it up or something. Does that relate? Crow, is that you? Okay, then AD, this is not for you then. I think it may be for Crow. So Crow, this might be your father, huh? It's a little soon though. Usually they take a year or so before they come through, but you know, it's not impossible, certainly. I know he hasn't been gone that long. Or has it been a year? Wait a minute. Did you? Yes, you just told me he's been gone. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been a year. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, your grandmother's second marriage. Wow. Wow. Okay. Because he's saying, I helped with that, or I was a part of that. He's acknowledging I'm not just something, not a scene I'm giving you, but I was a part of that. That's what he's saying. And I was a part making it happen, kind of is the way he's making me feel. Okay, well, why are you here? Well, that's a very direct message. Can you give me more? Okay, Crow. I'm kind of going with this. This might be your person. So he's saying, assuming this is who you think it is, he's saying you're about to make a mistake, and he's here to help you with that. There's something to do with your land. Are you making a decision about something that you're about to do, some project or something you're about to do with your land? Yeah, it could be your grandfather. Yes. It would make more sense just given the timeline. Okay, you're saying yes. Okay, because he's not giving me specifics, although he's just saying whatever this thing is you're about to do will be a mistake. So he wants you to rethink that. Let me see if I can get more. Enjoy. Thank you again for your patience. Okay, does this have something to do with water? Are you Mystical Multiverse? I have done the free reading already tonight, so these are paid readings that I'm doing now. But I very much appreciate you being here. Thank you. Crow's apologizing joy. He says he was a stubborn guy. Yes. Okay. It does have to do with water. Okay. I want to say I'm getting two images. It's something about diverting water. Like in my mind goes to the place of, are you drilling a well? Is that what this is about? But but he said something about diverting water, I'm trying to figure this out. Keep going. Keep trying. Come on. Give me more. Or do you have advice about this? Okay, so he's gotten the message. What next? Um, okay, we have thought about giving up on the mountains and going back to the beach area, diverting our dream stream. Oh, because the message he gave me when you were typing that is, let me get the words right. Whatever you're about to do, you'll be sorry. So if that's what it is, maybe not give up. But he was I did hear that word diverting, and that would make sense. I don't want to make it something it's not, though, Crow. That's a big decision. Whew, this is a heavy message. Crow, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just a person on a talking head on a screen here, so please don't make any major decisions based on something I tell you. I wouldn't want that responsibility, to be perfectly honest, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing. He's saying if you go to the beach, you might be happier, but you will always look back and wonder if it could have been. Wonder if you gave up too soon. Is that right? Did I get that right? He said close enough. There's something you don't know yet. Some piece of information you don't know yet that's coming. And he's saying it won't necessarily make it easier, but it may give you clarity. So it's a timing thing, partially a timing thing. And there's something about another family member that's coming into this equation. Is there some is your move involving bringing in another family member somehow, or is there, or even to this property? Hey Julia, thank you, sweetheart. I've got one before you after this. You're saying he's right. He knows he wanted to live in the mountains. Yeah, I'm just hearing somehow this involves another person. So what I'm not getting, and that's why I was asking, I don't know if, wait a minute, possibly yes, to make things work. The one that guilt tripped. Oh dear, not that one. Not that one. Oh, Joy, if you can wait just a minute, I'm almost done with this. Or well, because I can't refund you here on. I mean, you didn't ask for that, but I wasn't planning to be here tomorrow. But I mean, if you want to wait, I will go live again this week, probably Wednesday night. But I'm almost done here. I can feel him pulling his energy back. So if you can wait just a minute, your choice though. You have to get up at 2 a.m. Oh my God, yes. Oh, can you if you can just say just 2 minutes longer, I think we can finish this off. So Crow, this feels like the waiting, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like somebody good coming into the equation, or somebody you perceive when this happens that will be good for the equation of what you're trying to do. Now, I don't know if he means if you move or if you stay, but I think it's if you stay. In other words, maybe some other, I don't think it's that person though. I think this is somebody you don't know that you haven't factored in yet. Crow, I think that's what this is. And so it feels to me like, wait, there's something coming. This is not his words. This is what I'm feeling. Wait a bit. Don't give up yet. Something else is coming. Some other information. And I don't just feel, I think it's two. I think it's information in person is coming in that may affect your decision about what you want to do going forward. So it's kind of a, please wait is the bottom line there. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, all right. Joy. Do you want to, okay. When I can do it now, I'm free and done. If you want to stay, I can do it right now. Your call, or I'll wait and do you Wednesday. Your call. Does it, Crow? Okay, well, good. So, Joy, which do you want to do? Because let me see. Yeah, I can shuffle now. Okay. Thank you. Joy, have you ended something with somebody? I put that back in. With your Daniel? You're very welcome, Crow. Give Miss Kitten a hug from me, too. Joy, are you still here? She said, I'll see Wednesday. That's not the same thing as I'll see you Wednesday. I'm confused. So let me give her a minute, see if she's still here. Joy, got some passion coming towards you. Okay, I guess she's gone. Okay, I'll do her Wednesday. Oh, there she is. Okay, you are here. Okay, good, good, good. Do you want me to continue? The cards are wanting to talk for you. Your choice. You tell me what you want to do, sweetie. So, thumbs up or thumbs down, Joy? Oh, okay, Joy. All right, all right. Now, I just want to be sure you're still here. If not, like I said, I'm happy to do it Wednesday. Okay, we're asking, was Daniel, that wasn't that who you were asking about? Because the question's way up there now in the chat. Daniel, okay. Let's see, you basically wanted to know how you didn't word it that way. You didn't say, how does he feel about me? How did you ask it? Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you jumping in there. Joy and Daniel. Ooh, well, there's a lot of good feelings there. That's downright love. Nice. Oh my goodness. And the Lover's card. All right, let's see. So I think this is how he sees you. Very nurturing, intuitive, compassionate, emotionally available. I'm hearing too, you teach him how to get in touch with his feelings. Sometimes it's like, whether you know that or not. Yeah. What does he see? You mean how does he feel about you? Or what? I don't know, Dory, could you type that again? There has, however, there is some kind of unhappiness now. I'm wondering, because I've got a tower here. Now, in reverse, this means this is an upheaval that's already happened, or could mean somebody, you or him, is having this internal consternation. Yes, what he feels about you. That's what I thought you were asking. So this just means, also, the sun can mean, it's like when the sun goes behind the clouds, you don't see as well as when the sun is shining brightly. So it's not obscured, but it's dimmer. It's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. It's like, I don't know. Let's see what else. How else does Daniel feel about Joy? Guys, if you have not hit that like button, please do me that kindness. It basically just says thank you for being here, spending my Sunday night with you. I'm so grateful. Come on now. One more. Yes, see, I didn't even know there was a Packers game tonight. So, yes, thank you. I remember I did that one night. I couldn't figure out what in the world was going on. And it was some, I don't know. I don't know if it was Super Bowl. I don't know what it was, but some game that was crazy. And, like nobody was on YouTube that night. Oh. I'm waiting till I get one or two more cards out here before I speak on this. Now, Joy, you probably heard me say in one of my previous readings that, one second. I don't think I can say that. Am I blushing? This is a message, Joy, not for you. This is a message for Crow. Okay, Crow, forgive me, but one last message for you is to get that dog fixed. Take that as you want. Pure Heart, I have already done the free reading tonight, but I just want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you tuning in with us. Feel free to stay, hang out with us a little bit. We've got a good crowd in here. Your person feels like maybe you don't want to collaborate with them. So let me, what I started to say, Joy, is sometimes what I said earlier is tarot gives me a backstory. So that could be this. I don't know how current this is, which would tell me that maybe you had a tower moment with this person. Or this is them. This is how they're, or they think you this. Anyway, it just means internal. I don't know what to do. I'm all, the tower is an upheaval. So because it's in reverse, it's either already happened, I'll say it again, or it's an internal upheaval about collaborating with you or you them. The question we asked was, how do they feel about you? Maybe this person doesn't think you want to collaborate with them. But yet, so there's some calmer waters, maybe caused by this tower moment, this upheaval, and you're not there yet. You've not smoothed things out yet, because somebody is trying to keep the high ground. It could be being defensive, but keep the high ground about either some kind of an offer or how can I say this? Slow and steady progress, but moving forward with something tangible, in a tangible way. Like some kind of an offer could be, maybe you just want to put a title on your relationship. It could be something like that. That's what he said. Yes, Crow. this person thinks about you. This is somebody thinking nostalgic thoughts, missing you. Huh. Not quite getting to the meat of this yet. I can feel that. Okay, this happens all the time, Joy. If you'd started with that question, but I know why people don't do that, because you don't want to give the reader too much information. Then you wouldn't know if it's your reading, right? I get that. But what you really want to know is, why did he delete the Snapchat? I'm asking, why did he delete the Snapchat? Because this isn't making a whole lot of sense to me, and it feels very vague and like it's made of stuff that's already happened. I'm not getting to the meat of it, I can tell. Why did he delete you on Snapchat? And this deck is saying namas. All right. Okay. Why did Daniel delete Joy on Snapchat? Miles, I am doing an intuitive tarot reading. Thank you for you latecomers. I appreciate you being here. But I have already done the free reading, and now I'm into paid readings. That's right, Adia. Thank you, because it takes more of my time trying to dig this out. I know, that's true. But people don't know that. If they're not readers, they don't know how that works. I'll tell you, somebody's not wanting to talk about it. That I can tell. They don't want you to know. Why did Daniel delete you on Snapchat? Tell him to talk to me. Talk to my cards. Nope. Okay, I'll go back over here, see if this, anything from this. Why? He doesn't know me. I don't quit. This, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, trying to change something. Magician, Nine of Wands. Ooh, King of Swords in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Sheesh. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think how to say this to make sense, to get the words in sync with what I'm feeling. I think this person is, I asked, why did they delete you from Snapchat? Well, very possibly, although you made them feel happy in all the ways that you did, it created unhappiness in the broader sense of some kind of family or home connection. So that could mean any number of things. Maybe their family doesn't like you. Maybe they're not really single and you've never even met this person. I don't have a clue what your situation is. But it's really caused them anxiety and stress. good. Giselle, what'd you have? Well, thank you for staying on and listening. What'd you have for dinner? I'm having a protein shake when I get done with this. That's going to be my dinner tonight. Now, that's interesting. When I first started shuffling, you remember this World card came out in the upright. Now it's in the reverse. He always says that good things can wait. Well, he might be one of those people that, you know, I'm putting my family, my obligations first, and my personal joy can wait till later. And yet that causes him, because this, and that makes a lot of sense, because this Nine of Swords is somebody, this person did this to themselves. Whatever happened to him, the Nine Swords represents anxiety and sleepless nights and stress. But the meaning of the card is that this person caused this for themselves. It wasn't imposed by other people. So that would make a lot of sense. And yet he doesn't really want it to be over. But I do think he's having to boss up about something. Use his willpower about something. And it may have to do with some kind of other long-term relationship, marriage even. And that could be why he's ghosted you. Maybe he said, well, I got to go over here and work. I got to go over here and work. Either work on that or work on work. So I can bring in the goods, bring in the money, Wheel of Fortune, change their fortune, change his fortune. Because he's trying to manifest something here. Excuse me. Yeah, he's in this wounded warrior energy right now. Like every one of those wands represents a battle. And this guy's tired. He's still standing and he says, yeah, I got one more fight left in me, but I'm really tired. Yeah, this feels a lot like, how long should I wait? Never. You should never wait on somebody. I mean, I don't say that lightly, Joy. What I'm saying is, let me put the cards down because this has nothing to do with tarot. The best way to get somebody back is to focus on you. Law of attraction says you have to be a frequency match for the thing that you want, which means you have to be in an energy of love, not lack. If you're in an energy of, I'm over here waiting, I don't have my person's not here, I want my person, I miss my person, that's an energy of lack. You're focusing on what you do not have. Whatever you're focusing on, you're going to get more of. So if you're focusing on, I don't have my person, I'm having to wait on my person, you're going to get more of that. So you need to start filling your own cup, loving yourself, being independent, not needing anybody or anything outside of you to make you happy. Because happiness is an inside job. And then you will raise your frequency and you'll be a match for somebody coming in who will wholeheartedly match you and reflect that love back to you. Whether it's this person or somebody else, it doesn't matter. You will, or 10 people, you could attract 10 people. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go and educate yourself on the law of attraction. And for anybody else listening, that's the magic to anything you're wanting in your life. It's not about the other person or who did what to whom. We all do stupid stuff. It's about frequency. Everything. This is a matrix we're living in, and everything is about vibration and frequency. So, no, I've already done the free readings for those of you coming in late. I've already done that one tonight. Anything else you want to tell me about Daniel, please, and how Daniel's feeling about this? Yeah, he's got some kind of this heavy burden, some kind of a heavy burden in his life. And honestly, I know I asked how he feels about you, but I don't really feel this is about you. I get the sense that this is something else going on in his life. But because of that, he can't deal with, like, I can't deal with one more thing. I can't carry one more of these. But this does mean I'm at the very end. This is the Ten of Wands. And when it's in reverse, it's at the very end. And it resets to an Ace of Wands, which is a brand new beginning. But this has caused him to be at a crossroads here. Now, this is interesting. I don't feel, let me see what's at the bottom. Excuse me, y'all. Either this person is just not single, possibly, Joy, and I think you would know that already. Because I don't like this. This one I don't like. This Knight of Wands, excuse me, King of Wands. Freudian slip, no such thing as an accident, is behaving like a Knight of Wands, or he doesn't want to behave like this King of Wands in reverse toward you. He's trying to hold on to money, but I also feel like this means he's holding on to you because energetically holding on to you. And he has very fond memories of you, nostalgic even, and yet he's not able to give or talk about or let you know his feelings. He's basically emotionally unavailable. King of Cups in reverse can also be somebody he can even be overindulging or overly emotional or any of those extremes. He needs to be liberated from something, or he's not single. That's why I said that. Maybe he's, but he doesn't like being out here in the cold. Now, here's the thing. Again, another reason why I said maybe he's in another situation. This is in reverse. So I'm out in the cold, but I want to come back. What do I want to come back to? This long-term relationship, or this soulmate, or this marriage. So he maybe have somebody on the other side over there that's trying to make up with him or something. Let me see, what did you say here? Trying to say I should walk. Well, I'm not ever going to tell anybody what to do. That's your decision. That's your free will. But it doesn't look to me like this person is in the game of being with you right now. I'm going to say it that way. It looks like they got a lot of stuff going on over here. It is causing them anxiety to have to do this with you, to have to leave this happiness, but also, now I can read this since I've seen these other cards. His anxiety may be about a home and disharmony in a home situation. Again, and he just can't carry one. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. I can't do one more thing. I'm already at this crossroads of indecision. And I need to think about me. I can only think about me and my survival right now, and possibly my money. So I would say, again, don't wait. Now, if he comes back and he comes correctly, good. But I don't think this person can give to you right now. It doesn't look to me like he's in a position to give to you right now or be in a relationship with you right now. He's dealing with something over here. And I'm just looking up here. Even though you make him happy, it's like this dichotomy of, personally, you make me happy, but that would not be good for my other broader situation, family, whatever over there. So I just think you should get on with your life. Get on with your life. But I will ask if they'll show me. Give me 1 or 2 cards advice for Joy, what Joy should do in this situation. Give me 1 or 2, please. Yeah, amen. King of Wands in reverse is a red flag in all kinds of ways. And you notice I slipped and said Knight of Wands. Well, we know what that means. That means a player card, so we don't want that. That means, oops, in and out, in and out, in and out. No, not consistent. So, yeah. Any last advice for Joy? Pretty clear. Pretty clear. Now this is talk about you. Advice for you. Don't you stick around till this guy has no more fight in him. You're the wounded warrior here. Spirit's saying this needs to change. This is the death card. Now, I don't always read that as an ending, but it is. You got to end something for something new to start. I think Spirit's saying you fought enough for this person and now it's time to put an end to it. Now, I don't say that lightly. My regulars can tell you I rarely ever say something that definitive. But Spirit is saying just chalk it up to a missed opportunity. Yeah. Because otherwise it's going to be self-sabotage and you'll be regretting it. Because there's a loss of passion here. Yeah, a lot of confusion. This is what the energy you would be in if you stayed. Yep. Yep. So I think that's exactly what it's saying to answer your question, Joy. That's right, Joseph. That could have happened. That could have happened. I did miss you. It's terrible. It's terrible, Crow. I was in withdrawal. So anyway, I don't think I need to pull any more cards. That seems clear enough to me, Joy. Again, make your own decision, hon. But what I like to tell people is this. Get on with your life. Face forward. Get on down the road. But you can leave the door cracked, but, be sure they'll come in correct if they come back, Be sure he's coming single and without whatever this is whatever this is. He's trying to put it down, but maybe the other person isn't. Or his family isn't. Whatever that is for him. So, thank you, Joy. I appreciate you waiting and being so patient. I'm sorry that took so long. And get a good night's sleep. Hope you get up on time in the morning at 2 a.m. Goodness. Okay, Julie. Where is Julie? Julie, post your question for me, please. And John, let me get my glasses back on here. That print is so fine. I can't read. John, thank you so much. Let's see, what do I need to know about the Sag Nicole? Do you? Okay, would you post your question for me, sweetie? If you did, it's long gone in the chat. Would you post it now, please? Yes, John, these readings are $20. It's $15 if you pay through PayPal, but Super Chat is $20, and that's because for all of you watching, if you didn't know this, PayPal withdraws taxes, and they keep 40%. 40%, you heard me right. Thank you, John. I appreciate you. Okay, you're after Julie, and we're doing Julie now. Okay, Julie's wondering how and when Gemini might fit into my life. Okay, well, back to the dissertation I was giving previously, Julie. The when part, I don't do timing, and the reason is because everybody has free will. And if you will educate yourself about law of attraction, you will understand that you can collapse timelines. Now, the reading I'm about to do is simply showing the potential of where you are currently. If nothing changes, this is the trajectory you're on. But if you understand about law of manifestation and you start working on that, you may be here now and you could be here tomorrow or wherever you want to be. So timing is up to you. Hey, Michelle, how you doing, love? Did you get a lot done, and did your parents help you a lot this weekend? We were saying earlier in the live tonight that we were missing Crow and you, and Crow's here. Crow came, and I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you could just say hey. Miss you, sweetheart. Go get some sleep. Go get some sleep. I know you need it. That's right, Adia. That's absolutely right. And let me ask, I think is that the right deck for Julie? Oh, Michelle, you're so sweet. You're always my best cheerleader. Okay. 1 second here. Okay. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad they did help. And yeah, you go get some sleep. Bye, Michelle. Sending you a big hug, darling. Take that adrenal supplement. Okay, asking for Julie. How the Gemini, possibly a win, but how is this Gemini going to fit into her life? Well, not until he fixes that. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? How you doing? Uh-oh, no broken hearts. We don't want broken hearts. Thank you, Crow. You got to go. I'll tell them, pass that on to my spirit team. God bless you. Thank you, Crow, for being here. I always appreciate you so much. You know I do. I always enjoy our conversations. Well, let me see here. Okay, they're having inner turmoil at the moment, just to show you the card here, Julie. Trying to get out of it, though. All right, what else? What else? What else? What else? Show me Julie and the Gemini, please. Julie, what you really want to know, this is a question. Do you really just want to know ultimately what the future potential is for you and this person? That's a little bit different question. We've been tweaking questions tonight because I could be here all night. This is a very open-ended question. So I think, am I guessing that might be really what you'd like to know? Is there potential for a future with you? Is that kind of the gist of that? Oh, Jamie, I am. You're doing laundry. Yeah, I was supposed to do that today and didn't. I ended up doing other things, but I am. Okay, Judy, thank you. That narrows it down a little bit. That helps me get more detailed info for you. Okay, so we're going to ask that. I'm going to put this one back. If it comes out again, it does. So what we really want to know is, what is the potential? Is there a potential, and what does that look like for Julie and the Gemini going forward? People don't, if you don't read tarot, you would have no reason to know this, that it can be very literal on the question you ask. That's why it's very important to have your question as close to what you really wanting to know. It's important. I'm not going to speak on that card yet, but so far it's not looking too good, Julie. I'm going to wait, though. Hang on. Don't go away. Don't click off yet. Potential future for Julie and the Gemini. Come on, come on. What's with the card suddenly getting quiet? Okay. Speaking of quiet. Okay. Now, Julie, you also heard, because you've been here most of the night, hearing me talk about how tarot sometimes gives me the backstory before it gives me the answer to my question. So you tell me. But I did ask about future. Just be mindful. And this combination is not good. The Knight of Wands, he's somebody who's in and out. Tarot readers call him the player. This is the player card. You're going to have a really good time and you're going to enjoy his company, but he'll probably be gone tomorrow morning, you know, that kind of thing. The Knight of Wands followed by, I want to keep my options over because I got lots of choices. And maybe even a third party situation. So I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Now, and I think maybe he wants you to, he either sees you this way or he wants you to see him this way as this King of Pentacles, who is somebody quite opposite than that Knight of Wands. Not to mention that this is a knight and this is a king. So he might be puffing himself up a bit. He wants you to think that he is, like I said, this King of Pentacles, who's somebody who's wealthy, disciplined, a dependable kind of person. And yeah, and then everything goes well and everything's happy and fun and everybody's, you know, the sun is shining, life is good. So I won't, this could have been in the past, and I'm only going to say that because the Seven of Swords, which is the card of deception, is in the reverse. That typically happens when somebody wants to make amends. What do they want to make amends for? Keeping their options open. So he is very charismatic. That is the word. Yes, he charismatic for sure. Definitely social. Yeah, that would definitely be this person here. Now, I asked the future potential. That was the question we asked. And so you or them, this is for both of you, because I didn't specify either or. it leaves you, I think this is you, but both of you, I can see how it could be him too, asking the question of, is this what I want to invest in long term? Would I want to invest in this long term? This is also about timing. Can this go the distance? Can I have sustainable results with this? Well, yes, if everybody's willing to give to this and willing to put in the work and willing to, take their time working toward this. And yet, the last card is Shattered Dreams. This is the Ten of Cups in reverse. It's the happy home, the everything dumped out on its head, and plans fall through. And then also this means I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting on you. I'm done waiting on something, and I'm going to go over here and heal myself. From the King of Wands, because maybe he didn't want to put the work in. And this might end up being more of a lesson in self-sabotage. Oh, these are downer readings tonight. What is going on? Hey, Ruth, good evening. I hope you're doing well too. Let me see what Julia said here. I feel like I cracked through a veneer, so this is why I'm asking. I wonder if he had some trauma that he covers for. Okay, but this is why I wanted to know about how he fit into my life. I see. Thank you very much for sharing that. Well, right now I would have to say it, because I sense that, and you tell me if I'm wrong or not, and no judgment, whatever you answer, but I sense that you're someone who would want somebody who's a little bit more committed and willing to, not have, it's okay when you're first dating, everybody should keep their options open, but after a certain point, if you make the decision, yeah, I do want this for the long term, and it is in the upright, that's good, then let's go forward here. But I don't like that it ends on this note here. And so I'd have to say this is presently, remember I said this is about a trajectory. Presently, I don't see that this person necessarily is somebody who's going to commit to you, if that's what you're looking for. So in terms of how he fits into your life, maybe he'd be just somebody to hang out with, a friend with benefits. If that's what you want and you're content with that, that might be exactly what this could be, especially with this third party. But, just know what you're doing. Know it's a choice is all I'm saying. Know it's a choice. Yeah, I didn't think so, Julia. I didn't really feel that was your energy. So, it's like that's what's on offer now. Even though I feel like he wants you to think otherwise. Now, I'm going to wait but hold on, because there is another way I can read this, and I want to clarify. So bear with me 1 second. And John, thank you for being patient. I'm going to do your reading next. And Adia, I think, I don't know, we might close it out after John. Let me see how long this takes. Because I want to know, because I could read this to say maybe this was in his past, and that's why he's thinking about this, right? That's why he's thinking about, I don't know, can I do this? In other words, can I be somebody who's committed? Can I really be this King of Pentacles? Can I go this distance, or will I end up mucking it up? So I thought I would clarify this, but I'm not sure what to ask exactly. Give me a second here. No, what is this, Leah? What is this Ten of Cups in reverse? Please and thank you. Damn it. I knew it. I hate it. I hate it when I'm right. Hang on. Let me take it all in here. So I'm clarifying the potential future. Remember, yes, future. Potential future of what this Ten of Cups would be for you if you were together, what that would look like. It's at the bottom. It might mean this, because of the question asked, what does this mean? We're talking about future potential. What does this Ten of Cups in reverse look like in the future? What does that mean? It might mean either somebody's trying to be miserly with money, or somebody is holding on tight. This could even be, bear in mind, Julia, this could be you or them. It could be talking about you're trying to hold on to him, this King of Wands. Or this King of Wands is holding on because there is regret and remorse here about injustice, a lack of justice. Because of why? Remember this guy over here, this Knight of Wands, this player fella, because of that in and out behavior. And now I have another Queen over here in reverse. That could be you. I only have one. I said another Queen. My bad. There's only one Queen. So this is probably you. But it's not about whether this is you or him. It's about the qualities of the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's somebody who is very self-absorbed. It's all about her. It's all about, and there's no gender in tarot, but it's a she on the card. It's all about her, and she can be very needy. She can even be codependent, and there can be spying and gossip and all the stuff, and you end up with a broken heart. Now, I'm not saying, again, I don't predict the future. I don't predict the future. But this is a potential, one potential out of the quantum field. So if you want this to be different, then you need to start affirming, if you want this person, no, I'm the chosen one. He only chooses me. He doesn't look at anybody else. He's ready to commit. He's the committing time. He's kind. He's very dependable. He's trustworthy. He's, you got to start telling the story like you want it to be. But this is what the field is showing is in the potential future for you. And that's what this Ten of Cups is. So I wouldn't go there knowingly, but your ex was a Libra. Let me see. Thank you. He can be a friend and no benefits if that's the case. Yeah, my ex. Justice reverse could be, yes, it can be, but since I don't focus much on zodiac signs in the readings, that's why I don't usually say them, but it's just, it's just not part of what I do. I know a lot of readers do that. So that's what I have for you, Julia. I hope that helps. Sorry, honey. It's downer night apparently here in Scorpio 1111 world. Hate that. Somebody give me a good reason, a good reading, some good stuff here. You are very welcome, Julia. My pleasure. Thank you for being here, and thank you for purchasing a reading with me. Hope you'll come back with somebody new. Or maybe you bring this person in and he's ready to commit. I mean, you're powerful enough. You certainly can do that. Okay, John. Where's John? Where's my John? Let's see. Where's your question, John? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. What'd I do? I didn't mean to. Hang on. Here we go. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, to you too. To you too. Okay, where is John? Oh, Joseph, you're hysterical. Ah, you are hysterical. Okay, let me see. Where was John? Did he post the question in? Let's see. Okay, I got it. What do I need to know about the Sag Nicole I work with? Ooh. Okay, 1 second. Let me do that. So, John, I have a question. First of all, are you here? Let's be sure. Oh, here we go. Nothing like no judgment. Thank you. Love and light to you too. No negative energy. Amen. Amen. Yeah, I think she's a big girl. I think she can handle it. I do. Oh, her nose is itching. You know what Mama used to say, Mama and Grandma, if your nose is itching, somebody's coming with a hole in their britches. I did not make that up. That was an old Southern saying. Okay. John wants to know about Nicole at work, right? Now, is this someone you might have feelings for in that vein, or is this like a coworker and you want to know if they're gonna put a sword in your back, that kind of thing, John? I'm trying to hone down on these questions a little bit because I think I do a better job in the readings when I do. Because your question was, what do I need to know about the Sag Nicole I work with? It's a good, valuable question, but I read the cards a little differently if there's potential attraction, like a romantic interest there. So that's why I was asking, John. So you're saying yes to, here we go. I like her, but she's a special one, a little different than the most. Well, that's good. It's good to be different. Good for her. For just doing her. Okay. What do you need to know? I like that question, though. That feels right. What do you need to know about her? Okay, let me see. I'm going to use this deck, the Night Seer deck. What does John need to know about Nicole? Okay, thank you. Okay. She might be moving on from some difficult times. In other words, that could be anything from, well, it could be anything. Some kind of choppy waters in her life that she's moving on from. Yeah. Okay. She's trying to manifest some good stuff into her life. She may not be emotionally available right now, though, John, because she may be haunted by memories from the past of something. Because these two cards, well, the way all of these cards came out. Six of Swords, the Magician, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse. So she might just not, she might be getting some kind of an injustice that she's been through, I think, recently. Okay, my job is done here. Bye. What else can we tell John? Hey, Ben, good evening. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you. So she is focused. She's got her head down. She's focusing on work right now. And I feel like there's another addendum to that, working on herself as well. Yeah. Working on herself as well. Filling her own cup of love, metaphorically speaking. That's good. I like this. I like this so far. Okay. Yeah. Again, she's walking away from something. I got both of the cards of walking away, very likely walking away from somebody like this King of Wands. Okay. Now, well, yeah, okay. Because I have two queens and a king here. So the theme of the night, the theme of the world, the theme of the world. You're the King of Cups? No, well, Queen of Cups, but yeah, there's no gender here. Well, I don't know because look, this thing she's trying to walk away from, a King and Queen of Wands, that she felt was fated, a fated part of her life or some kind of, yeah. So you put yourself wherever you feel that you are in this story. Oh, wrong deck. What am I doing? But I do want to, but that might have been meaningful. What can't? Yeah, even from another deck, the Justice card in reverse. Somebody done her wrong. That's what this is. That's the subtitle here. Yeah. So she's standing her ground for a new beginning. She's letting go, trying to let go of this situation. Something from her past. I mean, it's the same message, just different cards to me. Anything else? What I reach, oh, God, my nose will stop itching. What I think you really want to know is maybe if there's a potential for the two of you. Am I right or am I right? So is there a potential for John and Nicole going forward once she gets this in her past? I would say yes, there is. Yes, definitely. Now, these came out sideways. That's significant for me as a reader. It's the Four of Pentacles again. This is saying I'm not I'm speaking as if I'm her. I'm in the process of letting something go, but I'm not quite there yet. What am I letting go of? A crush that I had, or feelings for somebody that I had, or maybe thinking I wanted an apology from somebody even. I'm trying to gain control. I'm trying to be the authority now in my life. I'm trying to get control of that. I'm trying to get control of my feelings. And yeah, and that's all in process right now. Again, kind of backing up what I was feeling up here. And I could also say she's trying to get control of her feelings, you know, from a person too. But this feels more like her, because the Emperor represents authority and he's someone who is in control. But, you know, depending on if he's in the upright or the reverse, this is in process. I think she just feels like maybe she wasn't in control of her heart, and now she's trying to get there so that, you know, she can entertain an offer. She can entertain this somebody new or somebody who has affections. So she, yes, because she's trying to get over an ending. I just have felt that from the beginning. There's something, and I don't know if this could have happened yesterday or this could have happened 10 years ago. That doesn't, people carry grief in different ways for longer times than you would believe. But it's something that has held her back from moving forward. And I think she knows that. This is a savvy person. I like her energy. Yeah, she knows that she's imbalanced in that way, that that has caused her an imbalance. Mm-hmm. And it's also something that's held her back from thinking about another long-term relationship for a while. Yep, because there was deception. Yep, yep. Okay. It's almost like, and I won't, what I'm going to say does not match her energies, but let me say it. It's almost like she's given up waiting for happiness. And that's a really heavy burden. But the good news is she's starting to put that down. She's starting to put it down and fill her own cup here. I'm just looking out for me now. So I think she's is in process of doing that. I like I said, I feel she doesn't feel like a depressive person like that energy I just read. She feels like somebody who's kind of got it together, but she's just got just something she's trying to finish up. She's trying to walk away from. So I like her energy. It feels good, and this might just be something you just have to give a little be a little patient with. Now, let me see here. Thank you guys for all you new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And even if you don't get a reading tonight, I do go live here once or twice a week. So please come back. Please do that. Or if you'd like a personal and private reading, you can email me. The link is in the description box. Well, so what I wanted to ask on your behalf, John, was let me formulate this. So I want to know if there's a potential for you and her, like if it, you know, what advice, let's ask that, what advice does Spirit have for you with this person? What advice does Spirit have for you with this person? And I don't need these, and that glare bothers me. Thank you so much to my moderators and Joseph, who would be a moderator if he let me make him one, but he still won't. He's resistant to my charms, so I don't know what to say about him, except he's a sweetheart. All right, advice, please, for John going forward with Nicole. Okay. I love that. Remember that? That came back. Your advice is let her walk away. Let her, remember this card came out, was in the part of your spread. It's saying give her time to walk away from this other situation. Keep quiet a little while longer. Because until, two ways I'm going to read this. Until the time where you feel it's right to come forward and offer her something. But I also feel like it's saying, let her keep walking away. She's walking toward her sunshine here, toward her happiness. Yeah, and she's, as I said before, in the process of filling her cup back up, you know, rejuvenating her heart, so to speak, healing her heart. Yeah, she's still a little bit confused. You are too, for that matter, about what to do here. That's why you got this reading. She's just not quite ready to surrender yet, her feelings. Because she's still getting over this ending. And the cards are repeating, yeah. She's still getting over this ending. So, you know, she's She's just not ready to move fast or move at all yet. She's still dealing with this situation where I don't think she personally feels balanced yet. And she didn't feel balanced in her previous situation. Yeah, because somebody played mind games with her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she is going through a personal self awakening. That's what I think this previous relationship or whatever this was she was dealing with, not necessarily a relationship, but I feel like it was. And so she's trying to get her confidence back, gaining her spark back, right? And then that will put an end to that previous cycle. So, John, I hope that was helpful. So I'm saying it's not a no, it's just to give her a little bit of time. Give her a little bit of time. And, ooh, it's really raining outside now. And you've been here listening to me talk about law of manifestation. You now do to do homework. You do your homework. And, you know, you can always recommend, my two favorites are Abraham Hicks, lots of videos here on YouTube, and Joe Dispenza about how to change, how to manifest what you want. So if you want her and you want her to be open to a relationship, get busy telling that story. Get busy being in alignment with that particular frequency. And like I said, educate yourself, go and watch those videos. You'll get a lot out of them, I think. So that's what tarot has for you tonight, John. I think there's a good potential here for you two. That's more of a feeling than even what the cards are saying. So I think that could happen, but right now I think she's a little. I'm not even gonna say closed off. That's the beautiful thing about this person. Her energy is not at all closed off. It's like she's owning that she's going through all of that. That's a very spiritually mature person that does that. So I like her energy. Yeah, she's owning what she's doing, what she's going through, and she's owning the fact that, yeah, I'm still processing. I'm still just feeling my feelings and getting through it and trying to fill my own cup. So I like that. Yep. Yep. So, John, I hope that's helpful. And I'm wishing you the very best with that. I think she's a lovely person. I hope you can get busy manifesting. Oops. Okay. Now, I think asking my moderators, I think I'm all caught up, if I'm not mistaken. I guess I could go over here and check on PayPal, but nobody else paid for a reading with PayPal, did they? Because that wouldn't show up here. Just checking in with everybody. I think I'm caught up. What now? Yeah. Yep. Woo. Lordy. Be here till midnight. Oh, goodness. Kind of feels good to be back in the saddle, so to speak, here. I miss y'all. But I won't be doing these as often, like I said, until I know that my locks are going to stay in place. Well, kind of balance in life. Okay, guys, I don't think, if anybody's paid for a reading via PayPal, please speak up now. Otherwise, I think I'm caught up. Yep. Okay. Does anybody, last question, does anybody have anything general they'd like to ask about metaphysics or spiritual things that I might can help with? Thank you, Adia. If not, we're going to call it a night. Going once. That's okay, Joseph. I know you cheat on me. I know you do. I think I'm caught up too. But thank y'all. All right, well, I'm going to call it a night then. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much to my moderators. Oh, that's right. And it is Happy Halloween. Oh, my gosh. I need to put that like a notice. I haven't even got candy yet. I need to do that. Thank you. Yes, Happy Halloween. Hallows Eve. Oh, I should do I guess every tarot reader in the world is probably going to be doing readings that night, right? But that is when the veil is the thinnest between worlds. Seems like a logical thing to take advantage of that, wouldn't it? I know, Julia. Thank you. Go get some supper. I know. Go get my protein shake. Thank you, Julia. And appreciate you all, everybody that was here. Thank you. Thank you, especially to those who bought a reading. And a special thank you to my moderators. I love y'all to pieces. Happy early Halloween. Okay, guys. Mwah. Many blessings. Take care.